Hey, I haven't uploaded a video in a really long time, but there was a new format and I was test playing a lot, and I started going back to school and everything. But um, there's one deck that I think is probably the best deck in the format right now, and I think that's synchrocat. It's what I'm playing right now, and it's the build I'm going to show you today. I think it's really good. It's super explosive. It just basically throws synchros at you until you lose, and it recycles everything with pot and rekindling. It's really efficient, and it's just I just think it's the best deck. I'm a big fan of synchrocat originally, and I like the deck to begin with back in like Dark Strike Fighter format, but now I think it's just as good, especially because it's slowed down a bit. But anyway, let me get to the build and my pimp ass fucking Go Tanks mat looks awesome. But anyway, I play 3 Air Bellum, of course, 3 Fire Dog. I play 2 Magician only. I like the way it works out with the lineup. I'd rather draw Fire Dog more than Magician, so that's why I have it put like that. 2 Raikou, it's pretty standard. I played 2 Super Nimble Mega Hamsters. I was really skeptical about this card at first, but then after I test played with it, I realized how absolutely good it is. It thins the deck out a lot. It's 18. If you have a Magician in your hand and you have this set, you can just flip it, set the Raikou, and then make an 8 with the Magician. I think that's really, really good too. It just provides an easy plus. Like, the worst case scenario with it is if they hit it with a Fire Dog, which was my original reasoning to not playing it in the first place. But it's a chance that I'm willing to take now that the format's progressing, and I just think it's really good. 18 defense for a card that gets a Raikou or a face down Air Golem. I only play 2 Spy. I only like 2 Spy personally. It's because I play a guard, so I don't want the 3rd Spy just to be dead. I'd rather have a card that can do something. Plus, a guard really isn't that bad. Here's why I like Gravekeeper's Guard, is because if I set it, if I draw it, I can easily just flip it, bounce my opponent's card, monster, like play an Air Bellum, hit for 26, and make an Arcanite. So, it's not bad. Plus, it's 19 defense, 4-star. Spellcaster. Descendant, you all know Descendant's good. Flip Spy, get Descendant, pop back row, play a Rescue Cat or an Air Bellum, like it's broke. Gores, you have to play it. Sangan, Rescue Cat, of course, and Summon Monk. Now the spells, my spells are pretty standard except for one, which is a tech choice that I have this format. I'm only playing 2 Book of Moon, and it's because of this, which I'll get to in a minute. Play 2 Rekindling, just standard. 2 Pots, Cold Wave, My Body is a Shield, MST, Heavy, Brain Control, Mind Control, and here's my tech choice, and it's Desynchro. I like Desynchro a lot because it easily handles any opponent's Synchro monster on the board, opposed to where Book of Moon runs into that problem. Unless you like book a tuner or something like that, but if they already have the Synchro on board, and say it's like a Stardust, and all you have is like a Fire Dog or something like that, it's really hard to get rid of. Also, if I have, let's say an Arcanite that I made last turn, and I can pop 2 cards, desynchro the Arcanite, then attack with the Air Bellum and whatever spellcaster I made, and then synchro for the Arcanite again and have a fresh one. So it's like I just dealt with 5 cards for 2, which is absolutely amazing. Plus I like discarded a card from hand twice. That's broke. I just really like the Synchro a lot, especially too because it can act as a secondary rekindling by synchroing for different level 8s that you may need situationally. Say like one turn you went for like a Thought Ruler and then you made the right read, but then you think it's like a Stardust. You can desynchro the Thought Ruler and then make a Stardust by getting back the Magician and the Fire Dog as long as they're still in your grave. And if you desynchro an opponent's monster, they don't get the monsters back because they have to be in your graveyard. So that's the common misconception that people have with this card too, is that if they're not in the graveyard you can't play it, but you really can. And that's what makes this card absolutely amazing and fucking broken. is because it just easily handles any synchro all the time. My traps are really standard. Just 2 bottomless, torrential, call, trap dust shoot's too good. Dust tornado, one-dimensional prison. It's gaining a lot of popularity, this format. It's a really, really good card. It's very underrated. Well, it's not very underrated anymore. But last format, it just wasn't looked at all, just because the format was so fast. Now that it's slowed down a bit, and removing monsters is very, very key. This is good, and the Thought Ruler, Archfiend, becomes really, really, really good against this card, especially in the mirror match. If you make a Thought Ruler and they have like a Stardust and a back row, it's a really, really safe bet to go for Thought Ruler Archfiend, because a lot of times they're playing multiple D presents, or they have like a book or something face down. And Thought Ruler Archfiend over a Stardust Dragon is really fucking good. And then my last is Mirror Force, of course. So that's the deck. It's really good. I like it a lot. It situationally handles everything. There's like the only really awful matchup for it is the new like Black Salvo deck with Battle Faders and Dimensional Alchemists and Cyber Valleys. Is actually like made to beat synchrocat, but you can work around it. There's different ways to do it, like you can side Mind Crush, Oppression, just stuff like that. Besides that, I mean, there's nothing really else to it. So if you have any questions, PM me. Besides that, tell me what you think, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.